Government is condoling with the families of the slain 36 Kenyans in Mandera and one other who was killed in Wajir town following a shootout. A joint statement by the government spokesperson Manoa Esipisu and Interior Ministry Communications boss Mwenda Njoka states that investigations on both incidents are underway. The government statement indicates that at around 2 a.m., a group of heavily armed bandits numbering around 20 attacked a quarry in Koromey in the outskirts of Mandera town. Survivors of the ordeal continue to receive treatment. Nonetheless, government is yet to release a comprehensive statement on the Mandera and Wajir killings in the course of the day. President Uhuru Kenyatta chaired a Security Council meeting early Tuesday morning following the dawn attack in Mandera. Uhuru summoned the National Intelligence Service boss, Philip Kameru, Chief of Defense Forces Major General Julius Karangi, and Defense Cabinet Secretary Rachel Omamo over the killing of 36 Kenyans in a quarry in Mandera. Interior Cabinet Secretary Joseph Olelenku and the Inspector General of Police David Kimayo were not in that particular meeting. Reports indicate Kimayo and Lenku were holed up in a crisis meeting to coordinate investigations into the massacre. Details of the Security Council meeting remain scanty. Immediately after that particular security meeting, Uhuru convened a special cabinet meeting over the runaway insecurity in Mandera and the country as a whole. Pressure has been mounting on the president to crack the whip on top security officers napping on the job. State House says the government will issue a statement on Mandera attack after the cabinet seating. Right, we want to have more details from Mandera, and we now have Red Cross Secretary General Abbas Gullet on the line. Abbas, if you could hear me, maybe you could paint a picture of what exactly is happening where you are.
Where I am now, actually, I'm in a meeting with the county government and some of the UN agents who had come today for a visit to this county. But it is in relation to the people that have been killed. As I said earlier this morning, that the bodies are still in the military base. They are being prepared, are waiting for the, I think, Kenya Air Force or Kenya Defense Force plane to arrive and to collect these bodies later this afternoon.
But what is the mood like there? What are residents saying?
Well, I mean, I've just talked to the leadership in the county. People are disappointed. People are very angry. People are not happy. People are just lost for words. So, I mean, it's a sad, sad story what has happened. But, people have to move on. And for now, I think the important thing has been to recover the bodies and for the bodies to be prepared in a dignified manner to be sent to Nairobi for their families to identify them is, I think, what people can say. But people are very upset and very sad with what has happened that shouldn't have happened.
Now, hours after that particular attack, has security been beefed up in the area?
I think there is security and there has been security and it has been beefed. But you know what we need to understand as Kenyans is this is a vast territory. And, like the head of state said the other day, you can't police every little corner of this country. Where this attack happened was at night. It's 15 kilometers away from Mandera town, so in a very remote little village in a quarry. So security is there, but I think security is for all of us. Every one of us have a responsibility to be our brothers and sisters keepers in this situation of this nature, but even under normal circumstances, so that if we see anything suspicious that we are able to report to the authorities and then authorities also take action. But in this case of yesterday, I don't know what could have been done better because this is the middle of nowhere that this incident happened.
But maybe you could paint a picture of exactly what was the scene like when you got there. If you could give us a recap of those particular details.
Well, again, without going too much into this discussion, I mean, people were brutally killed. They were point-blank shot and killed by people who have no regard for human life, who have no regard for basic life, and who had no regard for any basis, whether religion or otherwise. So just shooting people at point-blank, innocently, people who are working to earn a decent living for their families is really unacceptable and unexplainable in this case. So, of course, the bodies of these people had been killed, and the idea was simply just then to collect them from this quarry and give them some dignified cover, at least for now, until the bodies are airlifted to Nairobi. So, I mean, it is, of course, not a place where many people live. It's in a quarry, so it's in a very remote little place where these guys were just walking to cut stones for them to sell and for the owners and themselves to make some money.